Hello, everyone. My name is Tal, and I'm the product marketing manager at BigView. And I wanted to welcome you to our workshop today. Please let me know that you are here with us today by writing in the chat where you're from and if you know BigView. And in the meanwhile, I just want to note that this workshop will be recorded and available for watching after the live event. So please don't worry about that. And at the end of the presentation, there will be a Q&A session, so all of your questions will be answered. And I will send the BigView information in the chat right now, so if you want to download it and create videos easily like pros, you can do that as well. And for the main thing of the day, today we're going to learn how to leverage LinkedIn by creating your own personal branding. It is extremely important to know that, especially during COVID. And of course, we can't do that without our special guest, Daniela Frost. She's an amazing LinkedIn trainer and marketer, and you don't want to miss this one. So Daniela, the stage is yours.
Hi, thank you. Hello, everyone. Live. So today we're talking about LinkedIn, specifically personal branding on LinkedIn, because there's a lot to LinkedIn, but today we'll focus on personal branding. We don't have a lot of time, so I will go over the presentation fairly quickly. So first of all, my name is Daniela Frost. I'm from Holland, living in Israel. And my background is that I was a recruiter and spent all day on LinkedIn. And I really liked LinkedIn. And I also loved helping people and with their LinkedIn questions. So that's why 6-7 years ago, I started to help people by training them how to leverage LinkedIn and also with LinkedIn marketing. So let's look at the presentation. Today we first thing to ask, we can go to the third slide, because the first question is why LinkedIn? And the answer is simply that LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network. Yeah, so this is my background. So on the next slide, you'll see the users, the LinkedIn users all over the world. It's simply the world's largest professional network. You probably already know this, and it's the go-to platform to connect with business professionals. So specifically for people that are looking for work, for people that are looking for talent, it's the place to be, as well as for marketing and sales, and specifically B2B, so business to business. So how do you get the most out of LinkedIn? The answer is quite simple. You get the most out of it when you are able to find and get found on LinkedIn. So today we'll talk about getting found. Because finding, I'm really talking about searching for clients, reaching out to them, or LinkedIn advertising. But today we're talking about getting found. And how do you get found on LinkedIn? The answer is personal branding. So actually 4 steps. You have to have an all-star profile and an optimized LinkedIn profile. You want to apply search engine optimization tips to your profile and to your settings as well. You want to build your LinkedIn network and interact with your connections. And ideally, you would share valuable, relevant content yourself as well. So each of those 4 steps, I'll go over a small part of that because of the time. And then in the end, if you have any questions, just let me know. So first of all, profile optimization. This is always the first point, the first part, because it's really like the basis, the foundation. Your profile is really the foundation of your LinkedIn success. So first of all, the least you can do is have an all-star LinkedIn profile. It doesn't mean your profile is really extensive or anything, but it means that it's quite complete according to LinkedIn. And if you have this all-star LinkedIn profile strength, it also means you score higher in search results. So that is really important. So what does it mean to have an all-star LinkedIn profile? It means you can go back. It means you have a profile picture, an about section, summary, a location, experience, so both current experience and past experience, an industry, education. You have to have at least 5 skills, but I advise you to add 50 skills, and you have to have connections and a headline. So for today, I picked the 4 most important parts of your LinkedIn profile to talk about that, because those are simply the 4 most viewed parts and therefore extremely important. So I'm talking about your profile picture, your name, your headline, and your location. So you could say, okay, name, that goes without saying that you should include your name, but you probably have seen profiles with email addresses in their name, phone numbers, job titles, taglines. Don't do that. Just keep it simple, just your name. So the profile picture, headline, and location, I'll go into that right now. So let's start with your profile picture. First of all, just having a picture on your profile makes your profile 20 times more likely to be viewed by others. And this is data from LinkedIn. I didn't come up with this. And it means that if you don't have a profile picture, that I would almost say don't bother to go on LinkedIn, because nobody will view your profile at all. So what is important for your profile picture? First of all, ideally have a photo that's made by a professional photographer, but in any case, make sure it has a high quality. Then it should be a headshot. So sometimes you see pictures, full half body, but that's simply too far away. You have to have it zoomed in. Specifically, on some places, your picture is so small and it's like a dot. So if you have it zoomed out, then no one could even identify you. So ideally, you have a neutral background, so you can stand against the white wall, for instance, and you would wear clothes that match you. So what would you wear to work, for instance? That is your outfit for the profile picture as well. And I always like to see smiles. You want to look approachable, right? So show your beautiful smile. So the next point is the headline. The headline is something that you can compare to a headline in a newspaper. When you read a newspaper, you read the headline, or when you're on your app, you see the headline and you decide, will I read this article? So this is how you should consider your headline on LinkedIn. It's your most important real estate on LinkedIn. So if you just simply say manager, for instance, that doesn't say anything, or owner, or coach, that doesn't give anyone any information whatsoever, and they probably won't click on your profile. So what I forgot to mention, I'm thinking of it now, why are these the most important parts? So the headline, the profile picture, and the location. It's not only, some people say, yeah, because it's on top of your profile. No, it's what people see before they even view your profile. So when people are searching for people on LinkedIn, then that is what they see. That is the result. That is the search result. So if something is off there, then they won't click your profile. Also, when you're posting and people see your post on LinkedIn, or when you're commenting on someone else's post, this is what they see. So you have to have that optimized. It has to look good. So, like I said, the headline has to give people more information and make people want to view your profile. So this is the formula I like to use. So you start with your job title, then you add keywords, And when I talk about keywords, I always also mean thinking about keywords that your audience uses. So in searches, for instance. And then there is still space left for a statement. So what is the value you create? What are the results you deliver? So put that in there as well. If you're looking for a new job, for instance, or a new project, then it's also a great place to put it in your headline as well. And make the beginning count, because your full headline is not visible on all the time. Sometimes you only see a small part. So make sure that the beginning is interesting. So that's why it's important. Start with your job title, then your keywords, and then a statement. Okay, so the next part is the location. The location is something that's also really important. You have people that think, okay, I work all around the world. I don't want to include a location. Or I work all around the country. I don't want to include a city. But again, LinkedIn data, if you include your current city, it means you will stand out in searches 23 times more. So that is really important to both include a country as well as a city. And that doesn't mean you have to include the city in which you actually live. If, for instance, you live in city A, but you work in city B, or you want to work in city B, or all your clients are in city B, then you can have that city as your LinkedIn city. LinkedIn won't punish you for that or something. Okay, so that it was real quick about the LinkedIn, the most viewed part of your LinkedIn profile. So what you also want to do is to optimize your LinkedIn profile for the search engines. When people are searching for people, you want them to find you. So you want to come up high in search results. And one way to do this, there are a lot of ways, there are a lot of tips, but I will today talk only about the first tip. It's a keyword strategy. So you want to score optimally in search results with a keyword strategy. Step one is choosing good keywords. So good keywords are your job titles, keyword, your specialties are keywords, and like I said earlier, keywords that your audience uses. So those are all great keywords. Then you focus on two to three of the most important keywords. To help you, if you don't really know what kind of keywords to choose, then you can use online keyword search tools to help you find the right keywords. So in this example, for instance, I typed marketing. I searched for marketing. And what I see that digital marketing is an extremely popular keyword. And hey, I don't have that on my profile yet. Maybe I have online marketing on my profile, but I don't have digital marketing on my profile. So this gives me this helps me to decide, okay, digital marketing, that I will be including that on my profile as well. So you can do this for any keyword you have. So what do you do with these keywords? You repeat them several times within your LinkedIn profile. So in your headline, in your about section, also known as the summary, in your job title, your job description, and the skills section. All of these sections should include at least 2 to 3 important keywords. The job title is extremely important, because also when people are searching for people, they often include searching for those people, they often type those keywords in the job title field. So when you include all your most important keywords in your job title, so not the job description, the actual title, you will certainly score higher in search results. So that is extremely important. Okay, so let's go. So that is just a real small part about search engine optimization. Then, when you have done all of that And it doesn't mean you're ready, that you do that once and you never have to look back at your profile, but it means that you have the foundation, and from there it's good to every now and then update your profile. Like I said, this is just a real small part of that. Then you're ready to network. So networking on LinkedIn. You can do that if you have 15 minutes a day. That's already great, 15 minutes a day. So what do you do in those 15 minutes? You have, I say you have like 5 steps that you could take. And you can find those 5 steps on 4 tabs on the top of LinkedIn. So it's really easy for you. You can just go over all of them. So first of all, the home tab is for engagement. I will get back to that in a minute. Then what you also do on the home tab is content. I will also get back to that. Then the My Network tab is where you accept new invitations to connect with you. And then you have the messaging tab, of course, where you answer all the messages you receive. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm at the next slide. Yeah, so where you reply to all the messages you received. And then you have the notifications tab. I will go back to that as well. So let's look at the first tab, the home page. So what you do on the home page is this is where you can like, comment, and share posts. Like posts, comment on posts, and share posts. In general, the best thing to do is comment on posts. If you share a post, then it will become your post, almost, and you're not really interacting with your network. You're just grabbing their content and taking it for yourself, and it's not really interacting with your network. If you like a post, that's nice, but people that see that post won't see your name. You know, they might if they click who liked this post and then go over that, but that's not really interesting. What if you comment on the post, and specifically if you have a nice comment, a relevant comment, a thoughtful comment, an interesting comment, then first of all, your network can see it in their timeline. Everyone that sees that post can see it. And this is a great way to show your expertise and also to grow your network. People might check your profile out, might follow you, might connect with you. And you also make your connection happy by commenting on their post. So what do you do on the notifications tab? On the notifications tab is where you see birthdays, new positions, endorsements of your connections. And why is this important? This is where you really also get to make a difference. You have the automated LinkedIn congratulations, message. But if you do this, it's really good if you can personalize it. That goes for everything on LinkedIn. Whether you're sending invitations or messages or congratulations, make it a little personalize it. That's really the power of LinkedIn, if you can personalize it. Then what you also see here is people that viewed your profile. If they viewed your profile, but you're not connected to them yet, this is a great opportunity to invite them to connect with you, because they viewed your profile. So it's like a warm invitation that you're sending them. So that is also a great way to grow your network. Another thing you could do, this is like if you have some extra time to spare, is interaction in groups. So you join groups that match your interests and knowledge. If there isn't a group like that, then you might start your own group. And the same goes here as for the homepage. Every day you spend, even if you have 5 minutes to spend there with 2 comments, that's really great. So then that is a small part of LinkedIn networking. Then if you want to take it to the next step, it's great if you also post on LinkedIn yourself. So posting on LinkedIn, it will make you it will help you be seen as an expert and a valuable player in your field. So, okay, so what do? First of all, you share good quality posts. You share content that is balanced, and you post regularly. So, what do I mean by content that is balanced? I mean that, for instance, if you're selling something, it's okay to sell something in a post every now and then, but it's not okay to have a sales post every time. That's not balanced. So by balanced, I mean one time you're selling something, one time you're sharing some tip or advice, the other time you're going behind the scenes, you share your story with them. So it has to be balanced. How many times? So for LinkedIn, 1 to 3 times a week is great if you could do that. And so the next slide is, what about good quality posts? So it's great if you can share your knowledge, if you can ask relevant questions, and if you show what's happening to you. So those are things that really work. Well, of course, you want to get more likes and comments on your posts. So there are a few tricks. Mostly, this is where the algorithm also comes to play. So on the next slide, you see some tips for to get more likes and comments on your LinkedIn post. So first of all, ask an open question. Asking an open question or a question at all is where you really invite people to comment on your post, so that it helps your post, in the algorithm if people are commenting on it right away. Expressing your opinion is also really interesting, specifically if it's not an opinion that everyone shares, but if you have like a special opinion about something, then that's great to share. Making a list is also something that people love. So for instance, you make a list of all the software you can't live without in your small business, or all the books, your favorite books, about a specific topic, about your topic, then that's great. Tagging others. So of course, only if it's relevant. If you have a post that's in some way connected to someone else, then it's great if you can tag them. They will also comment on your post probably, and their network will see it as well. So that's all good. Adding hashtags. So if you add hashtags, it means that not only your connections will see your post and the people, your second degree connections, but also people that are following a specific hashtag might see it. So for LinkedIn, it's not like Instagram that you have, tens of hashtags. 3, for instance, is great if you include 3 hashtags. But before including them, I always say, okay, investigate them. So type them in the search bar, see how many followers this hashtag has. Like if there are 3 followers, then it doesn't make sense to use that hashtag. Then use white space and or emojis. It has to be visually attractive to read your post. And if you only see word after word without any white space, without any color maybe from the emojis, then that's not really attractive, and people may not want to read your post. Then it's great if you can include a photo or video, because people love to see something visual. So talking about, that's called rich media. So rich media, means that it's great if you can combine 3 types of posts. So one time a post with an image, the other time a post with a video, maybe a video you helped create with with Big View, with the teleprompter, and then text only posts. It's every now and then it's also good to use those. So also an important part about content is links. So if you're selling something, or if you have even a freebie to offer, it's good to include a call to action in your post. And you have a link, you want to send people to a certain link. So there are two options. You can post the link in the post, or you can post the link in a comment of the post. So if you want maximum reach and maximum clicks, then it's best to post your link in the comments, because LinkedIn, like probably any platform, it's like a link is like the enemy, because it means if you have a link, people will go off their platform, and that's not what they want. So if you post it in the comments, you're safe there. So probably your post will be seen by more people, and it will even be clicked on by more people. But if you do it in the post, then you have the advantage of having a headline and a clickable image. So it's really easy. People can just click on it and go to your website. All right. Then almost out of time. So the last thing I want to share with you is the best times to post on LinkedIn. So this is adapted to Corona. So Wednesday at 3 p.m., Thursday between 9 and 10, and Friday from 11 to noon. So these, you see, most of, in any time, not just now, people tend to spend more time on LinkedIn towards the end of the week instead of the beginning of the week. Usually they also prefer or use LinkedIn in the morning, maybe on their way to work, and around lunchtime, when they're, behind their computer or on their phone while eating a sandwich. So I have the source here of this, of the best times. So this is what's important now to do. And also, but of course, you can test. If you, for instance, start with posting Wednesday, Friday at these times, and you see on Wednesday you're getting 100 views, and on Thursday 1,000, then okay, probably Thursday is better for me. So I think that I'm out of time. So feel free to ask questions. I'm seeing some questions, and if you have any questions later, this is my link. I invite you to connect with me on LinkedIn. Of course, I would love that. So yeah, let's look at some questions.
Great. So we have a few questions. We have 2 questions about where did you search for keywords?
Okay. Yeah. So there are different tools for that. The one I used here is keyworddiscovery.com. This is one I use, but if you type in Google online keyword search tool, then there are a lot more of them, and it will give you just type in your keyword and you will get that result, and it will definitely help you maybe see keywords you haven't thought about. Yeah.
Great. So the next question is, do you receive the same ranking from LinkedIn if you post an article versus having the article posted from another site?
Do you receive the same ranking from LinkedIn if you post an article versus having an article? I'm sorry, I just have to process this question. From having the article populated from another site. Do you mean, I know this is not a, do you mean that you're posting you're copying your content from another site and posting it on LinkedIn? Like Google, that Google sees that you have the same article twice. In any case, if this is what you mean, then it's good to, for instance, if you have another website where you're posting an article, and then later you also want to post it on LinkedIn, then it's great. And at the bottom, you can write this article originally appeared on, and then you include the link to, because at first there were people that said you get punished for doing that, but later I found out research that it says you're not getting punished, but it's still good to say to put that line on the bottom. Yeah.
He changed the word save to same. So
Okay.
he said same ranking. Okay.
I hope that answered the question. I hope.
I hope so. If not, you can write the question again and we'll try to answer. The next question is, do the best times to post apply to LinkedIn's business pages too?
Yeah, so the best times to post, why are these the best times? Because people are active on LinkedIn on those times. So whether it's a personal profile or a business page, then that means that those times are good for you. But of course, it's something that you test. Maybe your audience is always on LinkedIn late in the night, or or on Sunday. So it depends on your audience. So the best thing to do is test different times, test different days, and then see what works for you and your audience.
Great. Next question is about leveraging LinkedIn for startups.
Okay, for getting buyers and sellers in a marketplace model. So the thing that you can do with LinkedIn is, so we didn't talk about, today we talked about personal branding, but for sales and marketing, there are a lot of options on LinkedIn. So first of all, what you can do is search for the people that you're looking for. For instance, you're looking for buyers. If you're looking for buyers, you would search for, you would do a search for that, and you can reach out to them. So you can reach out to them by sending them invitations, or you can reach out to them with emails. Then you need a premium account. If you're really seriously reaching out to a lot of people, then LinkedIn has LinkedIn Sales Navigator that can help you do that. And of course, there's also the marketing, so the advertising on LinkedIn. So meaning sponsored content that you see in your timeline, text ads that you see all over LinkedIn on the side, sponsored emails so that you get into your audience's mailbox, and so there are a lot of different ways. So that is really about reaching out to them, and there are different ways to do that.
Okay, thank you. And what do you think about posting a landing page? If you have your own website, or you can do landing pages with BigView for LinkedIn.
Think about posting if you have your own site for business and want to drive traffic. You mean like post to share your landing page as a post?
Yeah.
So, in any case, if you have if you have a company, then you of course want a company page, and you want your own company website, and you have your own personal profile. So there are a lot of different things. And the specific landing page is something that you would then share as a post on your company page, on your personal profile as a post. And I don't know if that answers your question. Because of course you would post landing pages. Yeah.
Yeah, and it will drive traffic for sure. So you can do that.
So do it. Post the link itself in the comments. That is what's good to do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see more questions. We have a lot of questions. Okay. Someone says that you need to share content about yourself because people connect with people, not sales pitches. I agree.
Yeah, of course, I agree as well. The only difference is that LinkedIn is a professional network, so you can still share content about yourself, of course, but it's good if it has a professional link. Like if it's in some way connected, even if it's a personal story, but that inspired you to do something in a certain way for your business or your product or service, or you know you it's good to be personal, but it's still professional network, so it's not the same like Facebook. We don't have to know about what you're eating for lunch. You understand what I mean, probably.
Definitely. Um, I'm not sure what the answer for that, but when you test, how long should you test for until you get to gather enough data for LinkedIn?
Maybe he's talking about the times to post. Maybe if you're talking about that, then I would definitely do that for a month to see how everything goes. What else could you mean? How long should you test for until you get? Maybe if you optimize your profile, how long it will take for to get more success with LinkedIn. It's really a matter of doing everything. So not just optimize for instance, your profile and then sit back and relax. So it's really doing also optimizing your profile, also networking with your connections, and also sharing your own knowledge. So it's a combination. If you do all of them, um, then I'm sure even if it's within 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, but I'm sure you'll get something out of it for sure.
Yeah, she's talking about the times to post the tests. So yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay.
answered. Great. Okay, so there is a question for me. How do we connect BigView to LinkedIn? So you have a few options. You can create your own landing page and share the link there. You can create your video using BigView, and then you can download it and share it on LinkedIn. So it's really important, as Daniela said, to involve videos in your content, so you will get more traffic. So use BigView for that.
Yeah, and another thing about video, that it's always better to post it natively on LinkedIn. So when you have your video, even if you're posting it on YouTube, post it separately on LinkedIn. So don't share the YouTube link, because then you have the same problem of it being a link and the link being the enemy. So you want it to post it natively. So actually upload the video. And a great thing to do if you have like a great video is also to feature it on your profile. So when you have that post, you click on the dots and you say feature to profile, and that's really that's really good. Then on top of your profile, people will be able to see it.
Great. So two last questions. The first one is it okay to do a survey on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so you even have a quiz option, and it's really great. It's really nice. People are. It's a great way to gather information, gather people's opinions, and also a great way to get comments and likes and everything on your post. But it's only if you have like a few options. So a simple question with a few answers. If you really want to do a big survey, then probably better to have a link and maybe post about it one time and send them to that link.
Okay. Okay, last questions. Someone's asking about lives in LinkedIn.
Yeah, so if you want to go live on LinkedIn, you have to, because it's still being rolled out, so not everybody's able to go live. So if you want to go live on LinkedIn, you have to request to request it, and then you have to fill in a short form. It's really simple. This is if you type this "go live on LinkedIn" in Google, you will get their form. I don't have the link on the top of my mind, but then you can just fill it out, and they will get back to you if you're approved or for going live or not. But not everybody gets approved. Even people that are really active and everything and have a big following that don't even get approved sometimes. So I don't know. Can't say you will get approved.
Okay, so thank you everyone for participating in the Big View workshop about leveraging LinkedIn and creating your own personal branding. And of course, thank you, Daniela, for the useful and fascinating workshop. And I published now in the chat the Big View information and also Daniela's information if you want to contact her. And create great videos with Big View and post it on LinkedIn and, have a successful business.
Yeah, lots of success, everyone. And health, of course, most importantly.
Thank you.